when you create your world, like do you create the world and throw your characters into it, or do you build the world around your characters? Or is there another way?
I build this scenario around the characters, and I give them the personal problems, and the personal problems connect to the scenario in some capacity. Like with the Scorched Hunter, the main character, half her face was burnt away by dragon fire, so she believes that she is unfit to go out into public, and she doesn't want people to say mean and nasty things about her.
Mm,
So she keeps to the woods and hunts, and because of something that happens to her, she is
mm,
thrown into politics, and she has to make decisions, and she has to see the world as it is
mm,
instead of just being in the woods amongst nature. And then, well, no, the Ignited Moon, that's more of a personal thing with me because my father had passed when I was 16, so the main character's father, in this case, was had something happen to her father, and she goes through an adventure. And then in the Discarded Knight, basically being an outcast amongst relatives, which I don't have that problem myself personally, but there's plenty of kids and teenagers out there who their parents don't treat them properly and they feel like an
mm.
outcast. So that's my most relatable book is the Discarded Knight, and because everybody's felt like they don't belong in some capacity, and the main character Alfred, he doesn't feel he belongs and all that, but he makes it through. Yep, I know Alfred. It's like we have to pick non-generic names. No more Jameses, no more Jessies, and all that.
Yeah.
No offense to
Yeah.
James and Jessies, but we have to move on.
Yeah.
You know,
That's it. So, uh, how much inspiration? Like, I'm wondering because did any of this come from Batman? Because there's a character named Alfred, and then someone got their face burnt, half their face burnt off. Like, is
yeah, from Two Face. Yeah,
is it,
no,
or is that just
no,
like a
not really.
what do you call it, subliminal or happy accident? You know?
No, it's kind of the half the burnt face thing for the Scorched Hunter was just kind of one of those more physical
Hmm.
versions of feeling out of place. And then the
All right.
Alfred name for the Discarded Knight, I needed it to be Alfred because I wanted something that was different, and it's
Yeah.
set in Victorian era England. So you figure, I mean, how often do you hear the name Alfred in a
Yeah.
movie and or book?
Yeah.
With that. And then there is, like I said, there is some Batman stuff in the Discarded Knight. But once you read it, you'll see what I'm
Yeah.
talking about, and you'll be like, oh my gosh.